Everybody, hope you're doing well. Look at this picture here, okay? So here we have a picture. Of course, this is not the exact location where I was, but I'm using this picture for a reason. Okay. Here we have a picture here. You got some people just out and about walking. So I was at the store, at the mall, like an open mall, and I'm like, here. You got two men of my community coming this way facing me, and then you got two black women. Over here, you have two women speaking, one from my community, a black woman, and a Caucasian woman, right? So now I want to give you that little heads up so you know why I'm saying that. Okay, so the two men that were walking, I said, look kind of disheveled. I was like, man, I said, where are they coming from? I look kind of disheveled. And then it occurred to me, I said, oh, they might be facing like housing insecurity. You know what I mean? Because they look, a little unkept. And I'm like, they kind of, those two to me just stood out from everybody else. Okay. And this is a predominantly black area. So I was like, yeah, but these two men just happen to stand out because they look kind of unkept. Everybody else seemed, just fine, just cool. But they stood out. So one of the guys, he started like patting his pockets, his body, like, ooh, like he missing something, Okay. And my instinct was on point. First, my mind told me, I said, I bet he getting ready to pull one of those. I'm at the store, left my wallet deals. I said, I just kind of feel that's going to be his deal, that he has left his wallet or his phone or something. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of sensing with him. Okay. Uh-huh. And guess what happened? As he's doing this, it's very obvious, it's clear. He's in panic mode. I kid you not, there were two black women and they were not together. They're walking like near each other in the same area, but they didn't come off to me as together. One of the ladies, and they were dressed nice, one of the ladies started going into her purse. And I said, I bet she's getting ready to get this man, try to help this man out with some money. She started literally going in her purse, her hands in her purse. And I said, and then the other one had a crossbody. And so she kind of reached for her purse. And I said, oh, yeah, he's making it clear. I said, this is how women get played. I said, I bet they're going to try to get this man some money. I'm going to kind of stop and see. So I'm kind of walking a little slow to observe. So guess what he does? Oh, the jokes write themselves. The PickMe's are real. What he does is he sees the two ladies speaking, the Caucasian lady and African American lady, the two of them speaking, and he like does a half turn, and he then he goes over there, and he says to the Caucasian woman, he said, you know what? You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. And by this time, I'm kind of walking too, but I'm walking kind of slow because I want to kind of observe. He goes, you are so beautiful. You are just gorgeous. He said, and I feel that if I don't stop and get your phone number, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. You are just beautiful. Can I please have your phone number? So by this time, she has turned around. I am looking at her. She looked like she was on that struggle bus. Hey, and I get it. No surprise. It's people. And then she had a tooth missing in the front, I kid you not, and on the side view, she had a whole lot of spacing in her teeth. Me, I noticed that, things like that, people's teeth, and I know, just long story short, when I had braces, they had to take like 2 teeth of mine out at the top, because I had too many teeth, and get the braces, kind of shift them back. So I kind of noticed that with people's teeth. When I had my braces, they had to take out 2. But I was like, man, she got the opposite problem. Ooh, she's got, it's spacing in her teeth. And she turned her, and she's turning to him, and she was just smiling and just, oh, thank you. He was like, you're so beautiful, so beautiful. Me, yes, I'm laughing because it was funny. It was funny. It was funny. I'm just going to say, the lady know what she looked like, and I don't know what she looked like anybody else, okay? I'm just saying. What do you think happened? The two black women, I knew I was right because I said, I know. I see he finna pull a little money. Like he done forgot something. I knew they were gonna help him. What do you think happened? How about the black women when they saw he wasn't checking for him? They saw he's getting his little ruse up to get next to Becky, and I said, I bet he need a place to stay. But that's what he attracted to. I don't care. That's fine. But when the black women saw that, To prove that I was right, guess what happened? You didn't see them still going in her purse to get their keys. The one that had the shoulder bag on, she was going in her purse. Guess what? She went ahead and just stopped the purse action, and she was watching. The one that had the crossbody on, she was standing with her hands by her side. Both of them stopped going into their purses. And that's when I knew. I said, when he pulled it, like, oh, like he lost something. Oh, I guarantee you, this is about to be a little money game, and these two are going to probably help him. These two are going to probably help him. And what happened? He was sitting up here getting his rules on to give it Beckisha. He said he had to get her phone number. He was going to regret it. Can I please have your number? And she was just smiling with the teeth missing, with the, and that on the side, she was just smiling. And I thought, wow, this is interesting. To each his own. I don't have a problem with it. Do you? But I thought, wow, look at this. They're getting ready to help him out. And he's sitting up here checking for her. Look at them and look at her. I'm just being honest. The difference in quality is for us, like maybe who might be struggling. And she may have a whole lot of money, but I doubt with those teeth, her appearance. I said, look at this right here. The mammyism, the pick-me is real. It is real. Once they saw him going to make that statement, go to that woman. And listen, like I'm talking, it was in this tone of voice. Other people could hear. I wasn't the only one looking. They stopped and looked. Somebody else said it was like he wasn't on the talking like low key. No, you could hear it very clearly. That's why I thought, wow, look at this. I wish I had some meta glasses. That would have been a hell of a hell of a moment to capture. I said, and look at these two. They look dressed better than she is, more presentable. One looked like more business-file, like an office, maybe going to her job, and the other one was more casual. But still, they looked a whole lot better. And I said, but look at this here. It's like for some of these women to pick me, it's a battery in their back. The time a man comes forward, here they go. What can I do? What can I do? I'm here to help you. If a woman was in need, what would they do? I'm asking for a friend. What if it was a woman? What if I was in need? Oh my goodness. I need to get something and I'm $5 short. I would have been on my own. She won a game. Well, she went out before she left the house. Oh, well, sometimes you got to do without. I can see that happening. I said, wow, look at this. Two pick-me's, and look what he beelining over there too. You're so beautiful. I had to laugh. And it's things like that. It is major because guess what? The children are watching. The children are watching. You wonder why kids get older and they don't have as much respect because they remember. Parents are very good at, some parents, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But some parents are very good at having this selective amnesia. Oh, I don't remember. You don't remember? The kids remember. Like a lady, someone said, hey, remember so-and-so? And I just couldn't picture her. I'm like, she's like, you remember meeting her at the place? And I'm like, I can't place her. I can't say, you don't remember so-and-so? She was a tall one. You met her. Girl, I'm like, at that little function, it was a lot of people. She just didn't strike a chord. You introduced some of the people that you knew. There's like a lot of people there. I said, but I just can't say, oh, I know her. I just can't say that honestly. So she was the one. There was a lady. Again, the kids are watching. She was a mother of four. She had met a boyfriend. He came out of prison, out of the halfway house into her house. She got him a vehicle, and she paid for him to enroll at the university. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Not a 2-year program, at the 4-year university program. Send him to school. He went to school full time, and he did not work. She's sitting up here supporting, because she was a manager. She's sitting up here supporting 5 people. And I know they made good money because my friend working there, they're making 6 figures. So if she making 6 figures, you already know what the manager's doing quite well themselves. Okay? Got to be. So what happened? Single mom, she got a call. The kids called her from home to tell her, he moving out, mama. He moving out. He getting these things and he moving out. And they were really busy at work. They needed her to be there. And she was like trying to find a way to leave work so she could go ahead and get home. She was like, oh, I got to get home. I got to get home. He's moving out. Why do you think he moved out while she was at work? Because, ma'am, he didn't want the confrontation. He didn't need you anymore. And when this happened, it happened when he was about to graduate. Yes, when this happened, he was about to graduate. It's like, wow, really now? Yes, he getting that 4-year degree about to graduate and leave in a car that she purchased. Why she want to get home? Try to stop it. And I thought to myself, I don't know if she got home in time. But I thought to myself, can you imagine what kind of example that would put for those kids to see that? Your mama begging a man to stay. The kids, let him go, ma'am. Because, see, understand this here. Like when he left the halfway house and had somewhere to go to her house, guess what? He already has somewhere to go. And it's probably another woman that he's met at school who doesn't have the baggage. He doesn't see, you are already expecting a return on your investment. You send and pay for him to go to university. He did not use school loans. He did not. You don't think the fact that those kids called the mom and said he's leaving? You don't think they remember that? Then on top of that, what was really sad about it, talk about when it rains, it pours. Life can be tough. Later on, shortly thereafter, she got laid off from the job. If those kids started doing without and wanted to do things and couldn't afford it, money gets tight. You don't think they remember that mama had brought a man in here, that mama had moved her boyfriend in here, that mama had paid for her child, paid for a grown man to attend a university and paid out of pocket. He had no student loans. That man had what they say, the old folks say, he had a gravy train on biscuit wheel. And a gravy train on biscuit wheel, child, all you need to me, now I gotta have some meat, okay? But a gravy train on biscuit wheel. A easy gravy train on biscuit wheel. You don't think kids remember things like that? You wonder why the respect sometimes is at an all-time low. You don't think with PickMe's? I said, well, it's like they have a battery in their back. A man might be in distress and you already ready. Going in your purse. I said, look at that. Like it's a battery in your back. But they got it somewhere. That tells me one thing. Those two women, more than likely they're taking care of a man in their home. This is what they're used to doing. So when they see a man in distress, it's like, oh, go girl, go. Do what? Try to help out. And look what happened. He's going for the one with a tooth missing, and the side view, those teeth were spaced out. The lady, I'm just gonna say, she looked a humdinger. That's what made it so funny. It's like, look at these two over here, the PickMe's. Look at the PickMe's, and then look at this, what he's chasing after. So that just goes to show you, when you a PickMe, be ready for some kind of abuse because you're signing up for it. And the sad thing, I think some of them don't even realize that it may be psychological, that's what they do. That's their training. They saw mama being a PickMe and grandmother, and so now they're a PickMe. I said, so if you think about it, that man. And the other guy, I think the other guy, he was just quiet. He didn't say anything. He would just stand the whole time. He didn't say anything. I think you know who you're with, your friend. He said nothing. He just stood there the entire time, just quiet. He didn't say a word. I thought about it. I said, that man could have easily gotten some money from those black women. Trust and believe. I'm telling you, I bet you he could have easily gotten some money from those black women. And guess what? He could have got some money from those black women, I guarantee, and taken Becky out to dinner. Why? PickMe. A strange man, like, oh, he needs something. That's why I said, oh, my senses went out. I said, oh, I bet this getting ready to be one of those, I left my wallet on my phone, which could have happened. But I kind of sense, especially by him being kind of looking disheveled, I sense, oh, this one, he want to run a game. Oh, no, I left my. Why do you think that? He's probably done it before. And like I said, when she turned and that smiled, wow, when I saw that, I said, I bet he need a place to stay. Girl, he said, yeah, he had to get her number. He's going to regret it. Came and she was just smiling. And the two PickMe's from the BC, they just standing back looking. Uh-huh. being a pick me is very dangerous, especially to young girls, because you know why? They grow up doing the very same thing. And also to young men, because you know what? They grow up seeing their mother cater to a man. And then when they meet other women who are independent and who's not a pick me, and it's not going to hurt, guess what? Her, believe it or not, her presence, her goal in life is not just to sit up here and please you. It's really not. She knows that she matters too. Then he meets that kind of woman that he may like, and he may try to break her down. Oh, that's not the way it goes. You're supposed to, it's all about me. Why? His mama was a pick me. That woman. I couldn't believe it. They say, yeah. She sent him to university. He's about to graduate, get his degree. Oh, really now? That's why he was moving out. He already had some place to go. He probably done met up with some younger honey that doesn't have like the financial obligation that she has. And realizing, oh, it's fun being single and fancy free, no children. He doesn't need her no more. She's outlived her usefulness. And that's what happens to women when you let men use you. That's what happens to a pick me. And I think it'll make the little pick me's become bitter. But this here, I did laugh because it was funny just seeing the whole thing. I knew it. I said, I just sensed, I bet he can really pull one of those, this is going to be a little money game. I can see it now. He's setting the stage like he's in panic. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, you are. But like a battery in their back, the two pygmies happened to show up. I couldn't believe it. I said, I bet they're about to get this fool some money. But when he went over to the clear lady with those teeth out and the outfit, just her, presence, she like a mom who having a hard time, that's what she looked like to me. But with the teeth and what he said to her, he wasn't trying to get the pygmies number. He was trying to get Becky's number. He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't trying to get the Pick-me's number. They don't know. Maybe that was a good thing. That right there. He would have fleeced that little purse. But that there, I said, wow, look at that. And I thought about that lady. So then when kids see that in the home, and they get to grow up, like the video I just uploaded, she said, you realize your parents are dumb. All they did was have you and had her fingers crossed. Like, good luck. We can't teach you nothing. We're a little slow over here, buddy girl, old pal. Good luck, darling. Well, I tried the best I could. Pick me. I saw two in action, and I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have laughed, but it was funny. It was. I said, look at this right here. And I said, I've been thinking to try to help this man. And lo and behold, he want blondes that have more fun. Teeth out and all. And she was just smiling. That might have made her day. She was just smiling. The whole thing to me. I said, wow, look at this. It was funny. It was sad at the same time, but it was kind of funny. It was like, wow, he really landed on. He really landed on. And these two clowns, you ready to sit up here, going to your purse for what? When he went over there to Becky, the going in the purse stopped. And he was loud. Like I said, I'm talking loud right now. I'm at home. But yeah, he was. I said, wow, look at that. Anyway, had to share that with you. It's unbelievable. The pygmy, I said, what are the odds? It's like there's a battery in your bag. They didn't reach in their purse and get the keys out, get the phone out. I knew what it was. I said, I sensed game. I said, is this going to be one of those moments where he needs some help? And to true pygmy form, here they go, reaching for the purse. Wow. Going in your purse for what? In a way, it's sad because you haven't recognized your value, and it's not based on your job or your finances or your appearance. The value of the inner you as a human being, as an individual, as a woman. Honey, he waiting on me. You're gonna be waiting a long, long time. You waiting on me. Don't hold your breath. You'll be at that ME's office. The medical examiner will be picking up off the sidewalk because I'm not coming. So yeah, had to share that with you. Well, this option is going kind of wrong right now. I should have got out. Oh, anyway. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out. Netflix, what's up? Okay. I need this thing to come up. Oh,